and we are supporting him, and he's been living with us. Shall we go for next one? I'm sorry. We have HIV children also, but by the grace of God, HIV hasn't turned into AIDS. It is still in them, but they are very healthy. Their parents got infected. These drivers and some of the men living in small villages, they run motels, small canteens for truck drivers. These people living on highways, they don't have any family discipline. So there is a chance of getting HIV for these families. We've been trying to conduct awareness programs, but they were not properly done, because our ministry is entirely different from this. So we try to, government is completely failed, because it never tries to tell them stop indiscipline or other than marital relations. It never say like that. It says some other alternative ways to have these relations. So we try to conduct a couple of campaigns, and we got quite good results, but it's not on complete basis. So these parents have got HIV infection, and they died of AIDS, and by the grace of God, these children are healthy so far, and we pray God to keep them healthy. And sometimes HIV takes 10-15 years to be turned into AIDS, so that's another blessing. We have a boy suffers from cerebral palsy called Nani. He's living with us. I think Brother Philenlo might have seen him. Help to leprosy victim. This is supported by Midnight Cry Ministries, and we are able to support 39 families, and we give them clothes and rice and other edible things on regular basis. And we have 2 blind boys also living with us. By mistake, I forgot to put their pictures. There is a blind family living with us. They have a Braille Bible. So that man preaches gospel, and they teach Braille to these blind boys. That's a program conducted at Christmas time. We got a special gift, Christmas gift from MCM Church, and we used that financial gift to give food and clothes, because buying new clothes is a dream for many people, even on Christmas. Many people celebrate Christmas. They buy a lot of clothes, and they exchange gifts, and they conduct parties. But these things are just dreams for some people. They cannot afford to buy new clothes. So we have bought nearly 100 saris and 100 blankets. You can see the blankets here. Those are saris, and these are blankets. And you can see some oranges and apples, and some snacks. And these are food packets, cooked rice, biryani, called biryani. So these are food packets already cooked. So we have distributed these things on Christmas Day. We thank the church once again for its special support. And ministering lepers is one of our works. You can see him with no legs. Ministry to the poor, and this woman is already died recently. We have newly started this work, adult literacy centers. Why we have named it as a community care program is, you go through this information. I'll try to explain you. You done? Yeah. This is to plant new churches in the villages surrounding our place, because there are many villages without churches and without any proper churches. You know, in India, the major problem is false teaching. Many people come and preach whatever they think, and it may not be in the Bible, but they try to impress people and preach to the illiterates, and they innocently believe it. So we have seen such believers, watching TV programs and other, seeing other churches. They think that everything is proper and right. And sometimes I say in my church, when I speak to people, don't believe Timothy Babu, because he's just a human being. Please believe, try to know what is written in the Bible. But the sad thing is, many of the believers in villages, they are illiterates. They don't know how to read Bible. They don't know how to read signs on the walls. They don't know how to read the labels on the trains and buses. So the problem is illiteracy. Nearly 40% of the villages, they cannot read anything. So if we can start a literacy center for adults in a small room in the village, it can be rented on monthly basis. And if we can appoint a person there to conduct classes every day, we can give them slates and other tools to learn alphabets and teach them how to read and write. It can be helpful to read their Bibles daily, so that we have a favor from villagers too, because we are teaching their wives good things. We are making them literates, and we can also helping the villagers. Men can be there, and we can invite village elders to come and involve in this program. Initially, it is non-religious. We don't preach any gospel, but our curriculum, our syllabus is Christian syllabus. When it is C for cat, but our curriculum is C for Christ. It's not ball for B. It's maybe baptism or something else. We teach them biblical terminology. And if we say salvation, we teach them, we tell them what is salvation, what is born again experience. We tell them all these Christian things, so that after 1 year, they would be in a position to tell something about Christ, something about Bible. They may not be get the born again experience, but they know the knowledge, some terms,